Hi there. Welcome back to one more learning session. Today, I'm going to talk about a very important concept. It is extremely relevant in our life and also the application of the same in stock market. Have you ever wondered there is a pattern in everything we do? There is a pattern in nature, right? We tend to behave in a certain way when certain things happen, right? There is a morning, there's an afternoon, there is an evening. So, pattern is a most natural method of identifying something which could happen. So, patterns typically repeat. So, one thing which has happened will tend to repeat again because there is a pattern in that. In stock market, because it is all about data science and application of human emotions, there is a lot of pattern which we can identify. Specifically, when I am studying a particular stock price, I can see some pattern and I can make an assumption that what has happened in the past, similar pattern, if it gets generated now, there is a possibility that the stock will behave in a certain way. It looks very simple, but it's quite complicated. And to simplify complicated thing is what stockage and we are all about. So I'm going to discuss in this video a detailed discussion on how to identify stock patterns and how to trade them, because identification is just one small journey. But the real thing is when we decide to trade in those stocks, so what will be the take profit, what will be the stop loss, etc., etc. Again, initiative to empower you. Chalo, let's start the discussion. I'm going to use Stockage for that purpose because this is my baby, and to teach something, it's always better to take what you actually believe in. So when I go to analytics section of Stockage, there is something called chart pattern, which is a very, very unique AI generated output which we have created. Is one almost 1.5, 2 years we launched it, and it's just phenomenal output we are getting from this chart pattern. Look at this. Whenever we click a pattern, chart pattern, you see there are various categories of chart pattern. There is a triangle pattern, head and shoulder pattern, flag pattern. Every pattern has a definition, right? If you look at this graph here, triangle pattern looks like this. Head and shoulder pattern looks like this. Flag pattern looks like this. Wedge pattern looks like this. Channel pattern looks like this. There are certain patterns which are bearish in nature. There are certain patterns which are bullish in nature, and there are certain patterns which are neutral patterns. So if the stock price is behaving in a certain way and the pattern has been created, there is a possibility that the stock can go in that direction where the price direction is. So let's take few examples. So I'm going to take only major stocks for my illustration purpose, because major stocks are the one where most of the liquidity is there in the market. And my first suggestion to you is that if you are trading based on pattern, the prerequisite it should be liquid stock. Otherwise, the pattern may not be valid for illiquid stocks. All right. So let's go inside any pattern. Say, let's go to triangle pattern. Okay. And in triangle pattern, I see a pattern called symmetrical triangle, ascending triangle, descending triangle. As you can see the colors, this is neutral. Okay. A symmetrical triangle is neutral. Ascending triangle is green, that means it's a bullish pattern. Descending triangle is red, that means it's a bearish pattern. Now let's go inside the symmetrical triangle and see if we have any stock here. Yes, we have this stock called Indian Hotel, the owner of Taj brands. If we go inside this and see the pattern which has been created, wow, there is a pattern which is a symmetrical triangle pattern. Now this symmetrical triangle pattern is clearly giving us an indication that the stock is ready to break out from here. Will I trade just by looking at this breakout? No, I'm not saying. Just park it in your mind that this stock could potentially give you some movement. This is the first step. The next step is look at the score of this stock. Is the score positive? So in 1 month it's neutral. In 3 months it's again neutral to red. In 6 months it is again neutral. So will I take a position in this stock? No, I will not take, because the score is not giving me that comfort. Let's go to some other stock, Reliance Power. Let's see the pattern here. Wow, look at this pattern, beautiful pattern. And this is a 1-year chart. Remember, whenever a stock creates a pattern over a longer chart duration, there is a high chance that the pattern will get respected. Like in this, it's a 1 year chart showing the pattern which has originated from almost December 24 till now. And if I go back, if I see Indian Hotel, the pattern started from Feb 25. So the bigger duration is the pattern, the better is the weightage to be given to that pattern. So let's go to Reliance Power. Good, already given a breakout, consolidating somewhere here. Now look at the score. Wow, 1 month is green, fantastic. 3 month is green, and 6 month is also green. That means now my mind is getting comfortable in probably taking some position in this stock. Not a recommendation, just for your learning purpose, nothing else. So step one, go to the chart pattern, find the stock. Step two, go to the scores, see whether the scores are good or not. Typically for a pattern based trading, I will look at 1 month and 3 month only. I will not look at 6 month, because 6 month is largely reserved for stocks with good fundamental reasons that why they are going up. But when you start trading in a pattern or any price based action, then 1 month and 3 month should be green. Then only you should start the trading. So good. Third, what I want to do is, I want to see whether my RS setup is also giving me positivity, because I'm a RS practitioner and my framework should also give me a positive reason to participate in this stock. So let's insert the indicator. So you remember the indicator we had moving averages and we had RS and RSI. So let's insert the indicator again. I've inserted RSI. Let's add one more. Where is RS? So you know the difference between RS and RSI, right? This is RS, sorry, this is RS. I've insert RS 21. I actually wanted to insert RS 55, which is my go-to indicator for my trading. If you don't know that, you obviously can learn that from the Learn to Trade series, which is available free of cost. And I want to add moving averages. So 50-day moving average, and I want to add 100-day 200-day moving average. Here we are. So perfect. So we have saved this template. Now look at this. What a beautiful chart. RSI above 50, RS above 0, moving averages. The stock has been showing strength for some time and the stock is trading above moving averages. So will I take some position? Very honestly, if I were you, or if I have to take position, I'll probably start with 20% allocation in this stock, okay? So if suppose I have 10 lakh per stock, my budget, that depends upon how much capital do you have, but let's, for example, I've allocated 10 lakh per stock as my allocated budget. I will probably start with 2 lakh here. Once I invest 2 lakh here, I know that if the stock goes down, I will not lose much, right? Because I've only invested 2 lakh and I'll keep on increasing my bet. I mean, typically the way I do is 2, 4, 4, 2 lakh, 4 lakh, 4 lakh, and then I ride the stock. So I will obviously increase the bet when the price crosses previous swing high. If I look at the simple line chart, if the price crosses this level, I will add more, okay? So either I can add here or I can wait for this breakout. My stop loss will be typically this swing low if I'm considering price based stop loss as my stop loss. So my stop loss will be for this only 2 lakh which I've invested will be around this level. So approximately stop loss of around 12%, which is reasonably okay. It's not a great stop loss. Ideally, I would have loved to have a stop loss below 10%, but it's reasonably okay because I want to ride this stock for a 25% move further from here. I hope this is clear. Let's take some other stock. Let's go to Havells, okay? Now in Havells, the price is consolidating here. Typically, this pattern happens when price consolidates towards the end of the this leg. So the price is consolidating, possibly the stock will go down. Now let's see the score. This is red, this is red. So this stock is actually a good short candidate. So obviously in cash market we know we cannot go short, but derivative trader can actually think about building a short position in the stock with a stop loss of probably this high 1623. One can actually look at the short position because the setup is such. Let me just add RS and RSI and see whether it is It is acting as a confirmation for the short. Not a recommendation, just giving an example. RSI is 50 almost, and RS is also negative. Yes, it is a stock which could potentially be used for a short trade in derivatives. Let's go back. Now, if I have to answer this question, that how do you trade patterns, right? Because you cannot be only trading based on symmetrical triangle or ascending triangle. So what we have done inside Stockage, and this is where Stockage AI tool comes extremely handy and amazing, is we have sorted the patterns based on their significance. So the first stock which you see on the top, Easy Trip Planners, there's a double bottom which is made here. So double bottom is typically a pattern where there is a bottom being made. This is like a contrarian pattern where you like to take a contrarian bet because the double bottom has been made. If you look at the score, this score will not be positive because stock making double bottom cannot have a positive score, at least to start off with. Let's say Jubilant Ingredients. Look at the pattern here. Look at the pattern here. Oh, this is the pattern. Again, it's a negative pattern. The stock can actually go down. And if you look at the score, the score is neutral, so there's nothing I can do about this. Let's go to Oberoi Realty. It's a falling wedge. Again, this is a falling wedge. The stock is supposedly giving a signal of going up. You can see the stock is, and it's a bigger pattern. Look at the tenure of the pattern, amazing. And the stock is willing to give us some breakout there. Let's see the score. Wow, green, fantastic. Now we have our stock, Oberoi Realty, and let me add the indicator RSI, RS, 50-day moving, 200-day moving. Save it and see how does it look like. Fantastic. RSI above 50, fantastic. RS above 0, fantastic. Moving average, the stock is trading above major moving averages. Oh my God, beautiful. We have our stock in hand. Again, not a recommendation. I'm just trying to teach you the power of trading patterns. No fundamental, no Twitter, no TV, no Telegram. Only and only the power of data-based decision making. I hope you are able to understand this theory. Start working on it. I'm not saying that you will be 100% right in this, but even if you are 6 times right out of 10 times, you make money from the market. But you need to have the discipline and focus and cut the noise of tip providers who are creating havoc in your life. I hope you like the video and you're going to share this video and the entire series with your friends and family, because there is someone who is trying to bring difference in the way India trades and invests. By the way, before I go, you have to support us. And the only way you can support us by subscribing to Stockage. We don't make money by selling third-party products, but yes, we try to make good quality products for you so that you truly become independent. So the link will be below this video. Subscribe to the Pro plan of Stockage and get the power of patterns and score in your hand. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Jai Hind.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.